Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Carrie.
I'm Alan.
And this is my channel where I share inspiration for healing from chronic illness as well as healthy aging. And my channel is evolving, as I mentioned. I'm including my husband Alan now, at least for the time being. You guys let me know what you think. He is a ham. So he loves to be on camera. He has a great sense of humor. I'm sure that you are gathering that. And so I thought it'd be fun to include him and share inspiration with people who are viewing.
If we don't do this, I'd be chained up in the garage.
To give inspiration for aging healthfully, because that is a big part of what I do for myself, both myself and for Alan. So we have a busy day planned. Well, actually, it's already been a busy day. We're getting kind of a late start because I had to be out early for a lab appointment this morning. And so we're getting out now for a morning workout. And then we're going to go grocery shopping. And then we have a fun adventure planned this afternoon. We are going to be planting tomatoes. And this will be kind of the first chapter, or maybe the second chapter of our gardening experience. We tried it once, maybe 10 years ago.
And that was a gardening disaster.
Yeah, pretty much. So we'll see you in a bit. We are back from Trader Joe's, and I'm going to show you everything we got. Alan is just setting it up right now so I can show you. Just a kind of a quick haul, nothing too extensive. And I also wanted to mention that I run a clean eating diet support group on Facebook. I think it's up to about 12,000 members. And I'll put the link in the description box if you want to join. It's totally free. But one of the conversations that we have most often in that group is how much time it takes to cook food from scratch. And because if you are trying to do clean eating and healthy living and trying to look out for your longevity and things like that, you really do need to make most of your foods at home, because restaurant food and then packaged foods just they're full of ingredients that aren't health promoting. And I'm going to have Alan talk a little bit about his philosophy in a minute about that, because he has just a really great kind of simple explanation of how he thinks about it. And again, it was something that was inspiring to me, but I just want to show you real quickly first what we got at Trader Joe's. All right, so we'll just start over here. As you can see, my Cara orange obsession continues. I've mentioned this in previous grocery hauls, but these are just the best oranges in my opinion. They are so sweet this year. I've also been getting them at Costco, but I found that they are sweeter at Trader Joe's, believe it or not. And then I got a variety of lettuces and the greens, the dark leafy greens, the kale and the baby kale, this one, and then the baby kale here. I put those in our smoothies, as you've also seen before. And then I use these for the salads. I always love to get fresh herbs. They're a great price at Trader Joe's. And believe it or not, but herbs are an incredibly rich source of antioxidants. They're kind of like something that you don't normally think about, but they're really healthy. And so I highly recommend adding them as like a topping to your meals, just throwing on a handful of fresh chopped herbs. Loving the fresh tomatoes until the ones we're going to plant start to produce. Got some asparagus, and Alan suggested tonight of making a meatloaf, so maybe I'll show you quickly how I do that later. But I have a really simple recipe, and then I'll serve that with the asparagus and maybe a little salad. We'll see. Or actually, probably what I'll do is some potatoes. I am a big fan of potatoes, especially at dinner time. I found that having a source of starch at dinner time helps me sleep through the night, and it works for Alan as well. It's kind of like a little tip. If you have trouble sleeping through the night, because what happens is your blood sugar probably drops. But if you have a source of starch with dinner time, it can help keep your blood sugar stable throughout the night. I got some salmon here. This is frozen, so I'll defrost that and cook that in a few days. Unfortunately, Alan does not like fish, So I'll be eating this. I did get some cards. I mentioned the other day, I have a friend who's having a baby and then a friend who's having a birthday. So the cards are such a great deal at Trader Joe's. A few other things. This is our favorite chocolate for both of us. We have 3 or 4 squares of this after lunch. I can't have it too late in the day or it keeps me awake at night. But big fan of chocolate. Of course, is a very rich source of antioxidants and polyphenols, which is a type of antioxidant. Good for longevity and fighting disease. These I've been getting as a little snack for myself, actually, to have in the middle of the night if I get hungry. I am finding as I get further into perimenopause, or I guess closer to menopause, I have trouble sleeping through the night. And sometimes I'm actually just like starving, even if I have the potatoes. Less so if I have potatoes, but if I don't have enough to eat at dinner time or a snack before bed, I am just like at 2 in the morning so hungry. And these are easy to eat and just kind of take the edge off. Got some celery for things like tuna salad and may even put some veggies into the meatloaf. And then we got a couple of pizzas. These are our favorite. They're such a great price. They taste great, even though they do have cheese. Both Alan and I do have to be cautious with dairy. I've mentioned a few times before, and definitely gluten. So this has a little bit of mozzarella, I think, but not too much. And we both seem to be able to handle a small amount of dairy. So that is the grocery haul for today. So I did end up making the meatloaf. I will put the recipe in the description box below. And I also have a ground chicken meatloaf if you don't eat red meat or you want something a little bit lighter with less fat. And we served it with just some baked asparagus. And then I made some potatoes in my air fryer. So I was thinking another video that might be fun is where I show you all my favorite healthy appliances. And so let me know if you're interested in that kind of a video. And we also finally got our tomato plants planted. I had purchased starters at a farm stand and I was kind of debating on whether to put them in bigger pots. I had read that you need a minimum of a 5-gallon pot, which is quite large. I think the ones that I purchased from Amazon are probably too small. They're really small, maybe 1 gallon. But they have these little like built-in trellis that you can keep building as the plants get larger, and I hope that they do get really large and full of tomatoes. But the planters, we did have to put them together, which was a little bit of an effort, but not too bad. If you want to know which planters I got, I can just let me know and I can share with you which ones I purchased. But again, I think that they're probably too small, and I'm hoping that where I put them in our front yard is sunny enough. We get more sun on the back of our house, but I can always move them because they're not too heavy. I wanted to give Ellen a little chance to share some life philosophy, and I think it also applies to clean eating and healthy living and healthy aging. So go for it.
My philosophy, well, one of many philosophies I have in life is...
Just one today.
Just one. I have thousands. Is that you either pay on the front end or you pay on the back end. And what I mean by that is, with respect to being healthy, is that you either eat well, good nutrition now, and exercise now, take care of yourself now, by paying on the front end and making that effort, and you'll benefit on the back end by many years of good health, hopefully. I mean, that's logically and based on statistics the thing that normally happens. Or you can pay on the back end. And what I mean by that is you don't take care of yourself now, you don't eat well, you don't exercise. So when you get older, you may not only not live longer, but when you are older, your health will be impaired and you will have a very unpleasant older part of your life. And you'll be paying on the back end. So that's what I mean by that. Now I think it is time for me to reveal my age, and we have had a number of estimates from, what was it?
60.
2 years old. The estimates have been
60 to 84.
84. Now my actual age is, drum roll, my actual age is 82. However, I have been told I don't look a day over 81.
Right.
So I am very youthful in my appearance.
Yes, he is. So you're probably thinking, wow, Carrie, he is a lot older than you, but I have a feeling that I'm probably older than you think as well. And I don't want to play the guessing game on my age, but I'll probably reveal it in future videos because I do have a big birthday coming up this year. But thank you for hanging out with us. I guess this week we've recorded this over a few days. We have some other fun videos coming up where we're going to share some more grocery hauls, maybe some more of our planting adventures.
No boudoir photos, so it may, despite the requests.
Some more of our adventures around here where we live in California, because it's just such a beautiful place to spend time, and we love showcasing it. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us. Bye.